Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is in Elko County, Nevada. This is a northeasternmost county in Nevada. And back in the day, there was two big ranches. There was a Gamble Ranch and a Wine Cup Ranch. And the Gamble Ranch got bought out by the Wine Cup Ranch because they're running out of money or whatever. They got bought out. And to help pay for it, they started selling off properties. They started selling off 10s and 20s and 40, especially 10s and 40 acre properties. Like everybody that come through, I forget the name of the local town. You know, they'd go through the local casino, West Wendover or Wendover. And every time somebody would come in and out of the casino, they'd be standing there. How about some land, some land, some land, some land? $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, and they'd sell land in payments over, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. They're selling land, and they kept the rights to run cattle on the land. They said, why not? We sell the land, and then we keep running our cattle here, so we keep the cattle business going, but someone else can own the land. And so this is one of those properties. It's being recycled. Somebody didn't, you know, someone died or sold it or didn't pay taxes or whatever. The thing's back on the market. And so you got this land up here, 40 acres for pretty cheap. So Luke Harris, guy's got some properties on the website. He's got this one. He's got it up for sale. And I've had lots of properties in this area, and what people ask me about is access. So let's jump in and let's take a look at access. He's asking $150 a month, or $300 down, $150 a month for 72 months, or $11,000, $11,100. So here's one of the properties, and this one's probably got some roads around it. Maybe the map's not lining up with the road exactly, but the roads in the area are rancher trails. So I tell you the history of this because it helps you figure out the access. And so, here's a homestead, a couple homesteads in the area. So it looks like you could basically drive right over this one. But lots of times they're in the area and they don't have any roads next to them. But part of the splitting that up and having a rancher style split it up, so they want to still run cattle and they don't want to get locked out of there. So if you go follow back the deeds to when they're splitting it up, you'll see in there that the grantor reserves the rights for basically an easement along all the boundaries of the properties, 15 foot if you build a fence. So if you put a fence in, you're supposed to like have gates to let people go through the fence. They can have a 15-foot easement on either side of the fence. So if, in the lack of fences, but later on someday people probably put in fences, you basically just drive the property lines until somebody puts in a fence, and they're basically creating an easement for you by putting in a fence. And don't take me to the lawyers about that, but that's my understanding. That's my belief, and I've been told by numerous people in the area that own land, sell land, deal land, and that's so I'm going off of their tales. But here's the property. That's how you get to them. This is a 40-acre property, Pilot Valley. The highway is just down here. So let's see. This big mountain here. There was a gold exploration company, Pilot Gold, who did a deal with, Pilot Gold raised the money. They did the promotion. There was a little company. My favorite kind of company was, I forget the name of it right now, but it was a little entrepreneurial company. One of the guys was running is out of Solana Beach. It's not very far from me. And he was promoting the heck out of that thing and raising money. A couple $100,000. They got this land, and they got Pilot Gold to put up a couple $1 million, start drilling holes. They started finding gold in that mountain. Both their share prices took off. The little entrepreneur who greased the gears and put it together, it really paid off. And I don't know if anything ever happened to that gold vine, but Pilot Gold was raising money to keep drilling holes last time I was paying attention. This was 2012, 2013, 2014, something like that. And that's the peak, Pilot Peak. And this peak is a really high one. It's like 6,000 foot or 7,000 foot off the valley floor. Valley floor is like 5,000 foot. Sorry about the sneeze. Excuse me. And so it really sticks out. And it's oftentimes got snow at the top of the mountain. And they call it Pilot Peak because from the other side of this peak is Salt Lake City, right? So Salt Lake City and the Salt Flats over here, all this gray stuff is just salt flats. Let's see if we can get it to satellite. It's just ugly land. Yeah, so all this salty, nasty stuff over here. In the past, people would come around the lake and they'd come through Salt Lake City. They'd have a good Mormon time. And then they'd cross the desert and they want to keep going. They don't want to stay there. So some of the people want to keep going. and they go across this nasty, crusty sand. If you've ever driven out there, the sun just shines on it and burn the bottom of your nose. You get sunburn in places you're not used to getting sunburn, right? But when you're crossing that, you see Pilot Peak. 'Cause it's a big, tall peak, like snow-capped peak out in the distance, and that's Pilot Peak. So they would head towards that and go around the south end of it, and that'd be the pass. And then just behind that is Pilot Valley, and that's the valley that this property is in. So if you go up the valley, here's the property. In the summertime, you got a lot of antelope that go up and down through here. The elk go from mountain to mountain. They cross back and forth. There's deer. There's mustangs. And so just a lot of wildlife, like big prairie land kind of grazing animals in the area that I just named. And so looking at it from the sky, it looks kind of gray. But in the summer, it's green. It's just green grasslands. The bushes like waist high bush, kind of sagebrush things that blow around in the wind, but a whole bunch of them, not just one blowing by. Like they're living all over the place. Those kinds of bushes. So there's your 40 acres for sale on ruralvacantland.com. It's for sale by Luke Harris, not me. Luke's the seller. For sale by owner. The money goes to him. He does the paperwork. And 10 acres, $150 a month. So if you're interested in buying this one, hit the link below, and it'll take you to the website where you can hit the Buy It Now button and fill out the information to keep it and pay for it, credit card, debit card, however you want to do it. If you have questions, call Luke Harris. His phone number, email are there on the website. And go out there, take a look at it, see if it's the right one for you, and go build something on it. Send me a picture. I'd like to see what you build someday. Better yet, make some YouTube videos about the whole build process. You do it well enough, probably make more money off of making the videos than you spend on building the thing. But you got to do, good quality videos to keep people's attention to do that. So there you go. There's the property, 40 acres, Elko County, Nevada. Building restrictions like, no power lines, no inspections. That's my understanding. You go build whatever you want. Nobody bugs you 'cause there's no power lines in the area anyway. So go for it. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. You want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, and I'll keep them coming. Talk to you later.